Aloha! Welcome to paradise. Ncaa, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. Today, a showdown between a pair of undefeated giants in a game that should have long-lasting implications. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bobcats will kick it away to start. Fair catch, called for and made. Offense working from the pistol. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Gutierrez. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain. Got to get that first down. Nice job. Great nose for the first down.
Quarterback checking off. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking to pass on second down. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Finds him out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Grabbed behind the line. It's Russo. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Oh, and he missed it. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense getting set for first down. Direct snap. He has the first and still on his feet. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They'll give it to the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll try the run, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. Third down coming.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. To throw, it's Ramos. Got it set up on the outside. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Hawaii.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Down. Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Ncaa, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. What a matchup we have today. Momentum has been building each and every week, and now these two undefeated teams will square off. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Ohio Bobcats, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And man, oh man, what a gamble, right? To start the game, I guess they're trying to get this home crowd even more jacked up, get them in the football game, but it fails. They recover the onside kick. Now you're going to need this home crowd to get loud and play some defense with them.
Power football with the run. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. On the run, it's Russo. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On second down, just keeps firing. He makes the connection. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. The best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Turns it on in midfield. Delivers the contact. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Slings it downfield. Finds a man on the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they sniff that draw out. When you draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground, quick, fast, and delivered.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Scores the receiver is incomplete. It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Warriors!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
attempt to try. Smashes it through for the PAT. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll leave it with him. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Give to the big fullback. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And the Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
Brings up second and goal.
Handoff to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio!
Number 43.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
14. Hawaii. 7.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He wants to throw here on second down. Get it out on the screen. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. He'll let it go down the right side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense. When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio 14, Hawaii 7.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for a crease. It's Ramsey. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
At the 35, he's open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. Right back to the well. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Looking at a 2nd and short now. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And the Bobcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ohio! And they take it in for 6 more points. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UConn was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Huskies performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, better look out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
To the air on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletion.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Looking to go up top on first down. He tries to take the top off. And he bats it away and falls incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no. That is an oh no situation. They're lucky that.
And that ball is picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
It's all